Should we play a little of the Smark Zone?
Hey, let's go right. It is 9:38 right now. It's time for the Smark Zone with the masked Smark.
And my cohorts who helped me issue out some of the breaking news.
The World Wrestling Federation. For over
Federation.
50 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
That's right, John Cena won. John Cena won. In case you weren't watching the Unforgiven pay-per-view, thank God. God, I don't want Edge as champion anymore.
I don't like Edge.
All right, anyway. WWE just signed...
Wait, hold on. What happened on Monday? I missed it. On Monday after he came out and he's like, oh, we can do it right here, right now. Wasn't there some kind of fight between Edge and Cena on Monday
they fight
night?
with DX. I'll get into that in a little bit.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
WWE signed Charles Skaggs, better known to most of us as Too Cold Scorpio, to a 3-year contract.
Do you think he's going to play the character Scorpio, or is he going to be Flash Flunk?
Flash Funk.
Flunk. Yeah. Flash Funk.
I don't know. They let go of the Boogeyman, though.
Oh, nice.
Because they said that he wasn't eager enough to rehab himself to get back into the business. He was not showing up to doctor's visits.
Who is the Boogeyman?
He's the guy who ate worms. He's not.
Wow.
Just good news for SmackDown fans. Justin Bradshaw Layfield has put in his notice to the company saying he's going to leave, and his last episode will be the 10-6 episode of SmackDown. So,
well, let's make sure to watch that because I'm a big
see you
JBL
later,
fan.
JBL.
Let's just all thank God for that.
Yeah.
You don't like JBL?
No.
He's fun to listen to.
Are you serious?
I thought he was entertaining.
I should smack you right now.
Yeah, I hate
Put
JBL.
SmackDown.
Anyway, Kurt Angle is going to be joining the MMA circuit. I don't know which promotion yet, but he is going to be fighting mixed martial arts.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be Pride?
Who knows? But 2007, you're going to see Kurt.
UFC.
Who knows? We'll see.
What is he going to do in the time between now and then?
Train. Get ready.
Why does he want to do that? He's
wants to
sick
prove
of the
They
flashy element of WWF?
No, they fired him.
They
They're
fired him?
Yeah, they said he was too crazy.
I could have sworn he said he was just leaving because he wanted to
No,
be
Vince was
done
like,
with it.
you're crazy. You're acting too much. That's all.
What was he doing? He was acting too much like Kurt Angle?
I don't know, but Vince didn't want him around anymore.
Wow. And what Vince says goes.
And you guys, I mean, they've been hiring a lot of old people. I told you about Brad Armstrong last week, and they're hiring these people to train all the new wrestlers because, you know, a lot of those guys are really, really green. Not going to name names like Johnny Nitro. Very, very, very green. And considering that Hulk Hogan versus Stone Cold probably won't happen this year at WrestleMania, that dream match that we all want.
Yeah, too bad.
Hulk Hogan has been in discussions with Vinnie Mac to have not the main event, but the match for him at WrestleMania 23 be him versus The Big Show. And a giant rematch because it's WrestleMania 23, and 20 years ago, we all know who he fought.
Right, Andre.
Yeah.
That's stupid, though.
He wants another giant battle. That's what
It's going to be a 20-year reunion, brother.
And the current forerunner for WrestleMania 23 in 2008 is the MGM Grand.
Interesting.
Wow.
We'll
That's
see.
a pretty small arena for WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know.
Well, that's not. Is that even 10,000 people?
It's like 16,000 or
Oh,
something.
really?
Like that,
I didn't even know if it was that.
The ambiance of the place would give it a interesting feel, though.
And you guys, the current plan is to keep DX going now much, much longer than initially planned. The initial plan
do you
was
like that, or?
You know, there's some discussion in the back that the DX thing it's run its course at least for what it is now, and I thought it ran its course a while ago.
Yeah.
And they're saying they should bring new names into the group. And originally they're going to bring in
Kevin Nash.
No, well, Kevin Nash was someone discussed, but really the New Age Outlaws until they saw that promo where they said that if he saw Triple H, Billy Gunn did, he'd smack him or punch him in the face.
Wow.
They're like, all right, maybe we're not going to hire you guys back.
What did Triple H ever do to Billy Gunn?
You know, I think they're just trying to get, they're on TNA. They're just trying to get some attention by drawing up
smack him in the face.
And as you were talking about earlier, if you watched Raw this week, Cena teamed with DX to fight against Edge and his cohorts. I don't remember who he was wrestling with, but they fought. And in the coming weeks at the 10/23 Raw, there's a dark match. The dark main event match is being promoted as DX with John Cena going against Umaga, Randy Orton, and Edge.
Ooh.
So maybe they're testing the waters because you remember Chicago at WrestleMania 22, how much heat he got. He was just getting booed out of the place. I bet you they're going to try and see if DX with John Cena can get over in Chicago. Because if he can get over there, it can pretty much get over anywhere.
You're right.
And, you guys didn't watch the pay-per-view. The Hell in a Cell structure has been increased from 24 feet to 30 feet.
Really?
But it sounds interesting, but if you look at it, it's so high now that it automatically prevents any wrestler from going on top and getting flung off ever again.
How so?
Because it's 30 feet in the air. Look at it. It's like half the size of the arena. Nobody's going to crawl off that and get thrown off. I'll bet you.
Well, that was one of the most interesting parts of the old Hell in the Cell.
That's
is
what I
the
say.
fact that some of that could happen.
It's literally like, you know how it's like double the size of the cell hell or the old cell. It's horrible. Like it just goes on forever.
So
There's no way you can
I
climb
can
up.
picture it just by your description. I can picture
It's
what
like
it looks like.
It's like an infinitely high steel cage that you can never crawl out of. It's stupid. It's
that
like
is horrible.
Yeah.
What's the point of it?
just so people don't go on top anymore because Vince is probably afraid of what'll happen.
Yeah.
Remember when
lawsuits?
Rikishi went off the top? That was horrible.
Into that
Into the
stupid
Into the
hay
truck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the hay
that was
truck.
Into
funny.
a hay truck.
And despite the story on Monday night, Vince was there producing the show, and he was also in the ECW producing that show as well.
Not as bad as the time that they walked backstage in ECW and Vince was sitting there eating food.
And talking to Sergeant Slaughter about what's going on. You're a fan of her, Ariel, the vampire chick from ECW?
I like the fact that she's a vampire, but she herself isn't really that great.
Oh,
But-
she got some new knockers put in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she got some new knockers.
That's what I was seeing the other day. That's what. Okay, it makes sense now.
And Vince also made another public apology for the comments made about Steve Irwin's death by Matt Stryker on ECW. And it's basically just to appease the advertisers who Vince doesn't want to tee off at all or
yeah.
What'd he
possibly
say?
lose money. He just made fun. He said, "I'm not stupid enough to go swimming with a bunch of stingrays or something." I was like, "What?"
Aw,
And the
he
funny thing is, though,
apologized.
is they edited that they edit that statement out on the ECW play in Australia.
Really?
Wow, really?
They edited it out.
Wow.
And
Well,
Justin
they-
Credible has gone AWOL from ECW.
Really?
That sucks.
Yeah, he just hasn't shown up for like a couple weeks now. Which
Interesting.
makes me
Where do you
sad.
think he's gonna go?
Back to Target.
Back, yeah, probably back
Where's
to
Steve
Target.
Carino these days?
He's in Japan.
Ah.
He
winning
makes a lot
championships.
of money, Japan.
And from several sources, the morale in TNA is extremely down right now because they feel that after coming off of UFC, it's hard for them to look real. They just look fake, you know?
They do. Well, it's that ring and the
It's just,
people there.
You go
It's-
from Ultimate Fighting to wrestling, it just doesn't work. I mean, it just does seem fake. And their ratings are slipping and slipping, and they honestly feel most in the back that it's just a matter of time before the company goes under.
Wow.
So,
Where's Ron Killings? Is he still in TNA?
no, he wants to get his release. He's trying to leave.
It'd be
wants-
wonderful if ECW picked up the X Division, though.
That'd be cool.
I'm doubting it.
They can't
I'm
do
down
that. They
it
can't
too,
call
but-
it the X Division, can they?
No,
No, but the wrestlers
Did you guys-
from the X Division.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see the TNA title as the NWA title?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
not really. Well, not anymore. Maybe at the beginning, kind of, but not anymore.
Who was the first champion? Was it Jarrett?
Shamrock.
Shamrock.
I thought it was Jeff Jarrett.
Chavo Guerrero Sr. is setting up an Eddie Guerrero trust benefit for his daughters to go to college. And in the show that's going to be held on the 21st of October in Tampa, Florida, at the Springfield Crossings Golf Course Coliseum, Roddy Piper, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Jack Briscoe, Jerry Briscoe, Haku, Brian Blair, Barry Windham, Kendall Windham, Blackjack Mulligan,
Wow.
Canyon, who happens to be homosexual.
Really?
He is gay. He came out of the closet. Dory Funk, Terry Funk, yes. And the chess master himself, Larry Zbyszko, will be signing autographs. If you want more information on the show,
This game of human chess that's going on here
I hate you.
is
Larry.
just like a game of human chess.
I hate Larry Zbyszko. Please call 1-813-610-6800 for more information on this show. And
Where will this be?
it'll be in Tampa, Florida. So I'm sure you could call up, and if you'd like to, you could donate to the Guerrero family so their kids can go to college because Eddie Guerrero is the man.
Yeah. Or they could just do it like Eddie did and lie, cheat, and steal their way into college. Hey, I'm not saying any Mexican knock. I'm just saying that was his catchphrase.
That was his thing. Brian Pillman's new DVD comes out on the 26th of this month. It's going to be great. Pick it up.
It
Raw
will
did a
include
Finally.
it will include those old Stone Cold segments with the gun and all that stuff, won't
Yep.
it?
I would
Raw
hope
scored a
so.
3.6. ECW did a 1.6. Ratings Down did a 1.0. And the SummerSlam 2006 pay-per-view did an amazing 225,000 pay-per-view buys this year.
Wow.
That's a lot. I think
And-
last year was like 300,000 or something.
How many people do you suppose illegally got it?
Oh, that's all legals. Those are the people who paid for it.
But that's what I'm saying is how many people got it illegally.
I
The
don't even.
numbers
I don't
are
even
through
want
the
to.
roof.
Yeah, that's like stabbing in the dark. I have no.
How much is a
clue.
pay-per-view these days?
$39.95. Is
Yeah,
it?
$40.
Yeah, so you know a lot more people are splitting the costs.
Oh yeah.
You could
yeah.
buy like 3.5 pornos on the on-demand thing for that.
There's a way to think about it.